Our recovery services are really all across the region, but here in the Louisville area, we have our men's services programming that is Liberty Place, generally a 30-day residential program. It helps them to stay focused on their treatment goals and definitely increases their chances for sustained recovery.
It was more so when I got into high school is when I started smoking weed, and then hanging with my friends. So it was her smoke, and then I loved that effect that it did for me. So every day I just wanted to smoke and smoke and smoke until I met that one person said try the alcohol. So and then at that moment, that's when I started to realize you're living two different lifestyles, because home you don't do this. And then when I step out to myself with my friends, I was a different person. So I chose that different person over and my family. I was just living a life of work for a few weeks and then run off. And it just continued and continued and continued. Now the trouble starts. And the law, being locked up, DUIs, 3 different jail incidents within a month. And then that was it for me. Like, you're completely, them telling you, hey, we're not gonna give you a bond, we're sending you to rehab. Family wants you in rehab. So at that moment I was saying, okay, that's fine. Quick, I can get out of here and I can get out of this place. And just fake it along and just continue. Liberty Place, it was a lot of people, the classes, I would say it was my therapist. I've never opened up to somebody about trauma issues as a child, what's really been bothering me. And it took time for her to get it out of me, but I finally opened up to her. And then once I did that, I felt like it wasn't a big issue. I started being open up to a lot of people here. And I just started attending classes more. I started listening. I stopped caring about other people and started caring about myself at that moment. It's like, because it's you that needs fixing right now. There's so many different treatments out in the world, but for me, I would say it was VOA, and all because of the crew that was working here, because they've been through it, and they treated me with love here.
Our women's programming, also known as Freedom House, that model has been around for 30 years, been around for decades now. The focus is on reunifying families and, when we can, keeping those families together and prevent that disruption from ever occurring. The other big focus of our Freedom House approach is trying to intervene as quickly as we can with pregnant moms who are struggling with SUD, to provide them the support and the treatment they need so that their babies can be healthy and born drug-free.
It started out with a prescription for pain pills, and I believe that when I felt the effects of the pain pills, it not only helped the physical pain, but it started working on the mental pain and hurt and trauma that I felt. I started to manipulate the doctors and doctor shop around and abuse pain management centers. This is when my addiction really had snowballed downhill, and I had tried everything to quit. I didn't want to do it anymore. I had lost everything, my car, my home, everything. And I remember standing at the vanity and I was just like, God, please, you gotta do something. Please come and help me. And the next day, a CPS worker knocked on my door. And you would think that, a CPS worker coming over, you're gonna lose everything. But I actually looked at it as a blessing, because I'd asked God to please do something to intervene. And that's what I took it as. And that's the day that my life changed. I was given an option. I was given an ultimatum, really. Either go into treatment or lose my children. And I couldn't live with myself knowing that I had given my children up for drugs. So I went into treatment. I was offered a spot in Family Recovery Court, which I went to, and then I went straight from Family Recovery Court right into the Freedom House program. But when I got here, there were therapists available, trauma therapy and grief therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, peer support, mentors, just the physicians, the doctors, the nurses, the staff, RSTs. I mean, the program was here and ready, and I felt like I was at the right place at the right time. And VOA helped change my life. Like they gave me the opportunity that I was seeking so hard to find, and I really appreciate the VOA for everything. And I feel like it's my duty, but it's definitely my goal to come back and help the next person. Like I can literally see myself struggling when I was in active addiction right now, and I would tell her that I told you could do it. You did it. You tried, you fought, and you survived. And to the next addict, so to the next person suffering from addiction, this is my life goal. I'm living it right now. I came back for you. I came back to show you that it's possible.